Hello, everyone. This is Kirby Obsidian, and I'm following up my video from right after the election, still contemplating what my participation going forward is going to look like in resisting Trump's efforts to put Project 2025 into play, which has already started with his naming of prospective members of his cabinet. I came across on YouTube a kind of inspiring example of resistance. Not what my resistance is likely to look like, but inspiring anyway. And I'm going to put links below. This depicts the youngest parliamentarian in New Zealand, a young Maori woman named Hana Rahiti Maipi Clark, and she's protesting changes being attempted to an old treaty between the Maori and the European settlers from almost 200 years ago. And the changes are seeking to do away with some of the provisions of the treaty that favor the Maori in favor of equal treatment to all. And there's a big difference between equality and equity, which is talked about some, maybe not enough. Uh, so just to give a brief example, if there's a 5% tax on food, you could call that equal in that it affects everyone exactly the same. But that's going to affect those who are working at minimum wage jobs. It's going to affect them a lot more than it's going to affect the wealthy. So it's not equitable. If you then, let's say, take the proceeds from a tax like that and apply it to improving the airport, well, that makes it even less equitable because who flies? Only those who can afford it. So this attempt at changing this particular treaty by stressing equality, a lot of the Maori population are protesting it as not equitable. And this young woman does this haka dance chant in Parliament, and that's what I found inspiring. The Some of the words to this chant are kamata, kamata, kaora, kaora, which translates into I die, I die, I live, I live. Or you could say, this is death, this is death, this is life, this is life. It traces back to an early Maori leader who, at one point in the warfare between settlers and the Maori, found himself in a position where he was facing death and survived that. So uh, wrote this song, this haka. So again, I'm going to put links to that. I'm also going to put a link to what I found a very enlightening conversation on the New York Times podcast, The Daily, looking at Trump's moves in terms of setting up his soon to be sworn in government and how that relates to authoritarianism. So I'll leave it at that for now. Thanks for watching and more in the future.